Hello everyone, I'm Rob Smith of Smith in the Black with the weekend vid, and we're coming into the end of the year, the final month, and then a new year, and all this kind of stuff. We still are expecting one more rate hike in December, but what's going on here? So tight range, shortened version, of the day on Friday. We knew that coming into the holiday. If we go to the monthly, we're still watching this: the higher high and the lower low. 2-month reversal this month. So coming into December, we're much closer to taking this out and going blasting up into here. The question is, do we do it in 1 month? Do we do it in 2 months to start off the year? And then do we reverse? What happens here? But right now, closer to that. If we come on the weekly here, closer to a 2-2 continuation on the week to the upside. Also, if you think I'm ignoring you, I'm not. I'm presently in Twitter jail, so we're working on that problem. So if you're following me on Twitter and you're not seeing anything, I'm in Twitter jail because apparently there's a new sheriff in town. Anywho, QQQ. So QQQ, tight weaker here. Not quite an inside week, but I mean, we don't want to, micromanage too much with the month. It is a 2-month up. You can see they tried to hit them again, but the Qs are coming back, and we can see these monthly higher highs, lower lows, and there's some acreage in here. If we really want to start blasting them, we'll see how that goes because we go to the weekly once again. Tight range wouldn't be too hard to be a 2 up. We'll see how that goes. If we go to Apple here, inside week for Apple, right? So if we go to that monthly, we know tech's been the weakest. Monthly right now would still be an inside month, I believe. Did I take that out? Yep, still being inside month. So you can see all these months just straight sideways here in Apple. So if you go to the daily, you're going to see this. Just tight range. Need to get out of here if we're going to do anything. So not seeing too much there. If we go to small cappers, and small cappers, go to the month. Potential Momo hammer. All right, what that means is they tried to hit it and it didn't work. So we want to see if we can come back through this stuff coming into December. So we're going to get rid of this, get out of this month, and we'll see how it goes. Weekly, inside week for the small cappers. If we go to TLT, bonds trying to fight back here, and if you go to the monthly, so far would be an inside month, and they've really taken a beating here. So, we'll see if there's any hope for the bonds. But like a lot of things, they're closer to 2ing up on the month, right, coming into the end of the year. But then, do you rev strat coming into January? How does that look? All these kind of things that we're always going to be monitoring. So if we go to the Dow Jones Diamonds been stronger, taking all these guys out on the month. In the weekly, been a lot stronger, and we've known about that. And there's been your cat here, cat on the month. Here, we've been watching this for a while, and then boom, boom, 2-2. It's been a good year for, for swinging stuff. If you just stick with the macro, and we'll get to that in a second. IBM in the Dow, also a 3-2-monther coming up here, still holding firm. So, we'll see how that goes. If we go to the trannies, go to FedEx. In FedEx monthly, you got this mother bar issue, but we've been watching this monthly forever. Can it finally come back up through all this stuff is what we want to know coming into the new year, or does it rev strat puker? And you've got UPS here, a little better on the 2-2 month, coming back through all this kind of stuff. So we'll see how that goes. If we go to IYT, the trainees themselves, here, 2-2 month reversals, like on so many things. So as we come into the end of the month, get an inside week. How does this play out? Because you can see the lower low, and you can see the higher high up into here, but right dead in the middle of it. So not expecting too much, but that's how we play the game. If we go to XLU, and XLU monthly hammer back up, and so it's been here forever, and you can see this. But you did stop a lot of guys out into here. All right, so we'll see if they take the defensive posture, continuing coming into the end of the year and the new year, because you can see this. They tried to run it, hit it, tried to kill it, come back. Now back in the middle of the range. There's a whole bunch of that stuff going on. Like I said, we've got some, Fed coming out here in December to see, do they do 50? Do they stay at 75? What do they do? And how does the market react to that? So if we go to FAS here, still 2 on the month. The week was slight to the upside. You do have your lower lows here, so we can still look for some of our higher highs here, and that's going to be some of the big boys like Goldman Sachs has been outperforming and having a nice month. And this is what we look for, is those nice long red and green bars. Nice green bar for Goldman Sachs. JP Morgan here also, the 3-2 to the upside, still holding. So we'll see. Like on the monthlies, they look like they're screaming, and we know on the dailies they're just creeping. So it is what it is. What it is. All year it's been crude and friends, and so coming into here, you got softening UCO, but it's still holding in general. On those higher levels compared to minus 36. And that's why we go to XLE here. And the weekly, potential 2 down, 2 up, and right back in their face because we know it's all year. Exxon here, close to doing that Oxy. So I don't want to beat a dead horse here. We know Oxy's got a little bit more of a distance to be RevStrat weaker, but we'll stay on that OIH here. Got some distance, but if they all start going, gangbusters again, we'll take it again because it's been working all year. If we go to retail, and XRT inside week, and we know that's fragmented, and there's a lot of earnings that change things there, but it is also inside month to the upside, and we just stick with the big boys. Walmart here, coming back through this monster try that we've known about. Nice inside month you got there, and boom, off she goes. Walmart still holding, albeit creepy on the daily, and that's why a lot of these things have been more position trades, or as people call them, swings, as opposed to trades. We like as traders, we want those long red and green bars during the day, but if you don't have that, here, if you don't have a lower low or anything, you're still good on the Walmart on your swing. If we go to Target, and Target trying to fight back, this is a nice day here, 2-2 reversal here, but we're stuck in here on that month. These things have been stuck in here for 6-7 months. And so, coming into the new month, the new year, we'd really want to get out of that, and we'll get to that probably in the macro video coming at the end of the year. If we go to Costco, still 2-2 month to the upside, but you can see all these months still stuck in here, right? If these two were 1 month, or 1 bar, 2 month, all this stuff is stuck in here. So once again, you go to those dailies, snoozer, but still trying to work in an inside day. If we go to TAC, XLK and inside day, and we've known about these guys. 2-2 month is TAC going to hold on? So you can see, much like the S&P Spider, higher high, lower low monthly, and much closer to 2 and up as we're coming into the new month. SMH we've known about all this month. That's been a 2-2 right there too. So we'll see how that goes. If we go to MetaBuddy, and MetaBuddy coming back on the green, had a rough year and real tight on the week, like doing nothing here. So, but the good thing about that is it gives you a signal here with a tight stop above 112.73. If they start to bring these things back, Amazon here also 3 weeks tight in here, and a real tight doji in here coming into the end of the year. So we'll see, because on the monthly here, still blood red, but it did what it was supposed to do. Higher high, lower low. Now, how are you going to make this, how are you going to be a 2 up in December on this is the question. And that's, that's what we're looking at. If you look at Google, a little better. Potential hammer kind of shooter month, right? That's getting a little bit more of my attention, but like I said, these dailies are so creepy and tight and stuff like that. So we'll see how that goes. If we go to Netflix, and Netflix looks like an inside day, tight. Once again, as we get to the end of a month, end of the year, we're looking at all that kind of stuff. So how do you take this month out, either side, come the new month? Not close to doing that. The good thing is for some of these things on the weekly, at least, AMD got an inside week. You've got MU here. You've got AMAT. Here you've got Texas Instruments, Qualcomm. So we've got some inside weeks. That's something to go off of. But we know that we have the end of the year, a new month, end of the quarter, all that kind of stuff. And a good thing is that we're going to be coming into, the new macro for the new year. And the macro has really paid. This year has been phenomenal. If you look at the XLE 212 reversal and all those buddies, Oxy and all that kind of stuff, here, Oxy, it's just been immense. And then on the downside, like Carvana, and we've known MetaBuddy, all these kind of things were 2-2 reversals on the year. And so that's why some people will just stay on the macro vids and say, look, I just want my macros because that tells me that I can stay in that universe all year. Or, I get this question a lot. We had an actual power hour at 6 a.m. on Thanksgiving for people overseas. And, one of the questions I get is enforce, right? What does enforce mean? So here you can see, like, say, Qualcomm weekly, 2 up, 2 down on the week, 2 up by taking out the highs, 2 down. This is in force all week. And so when you have those macro signals, they're in force all year. And that's why you've seen people continually go back to the well on the energies and the tech weakness and do very well. So we're looking forward to that. Other than that, I hope everybody had a happy Thanksgiving. We'll see you bright and early in the morning. Once again, I'm in Twitter jail till at least Wednesday night. So you'll just see me when you see me. All right, everybody have a good night. I'm Smith Black with the Weekend Vid.